You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes from Ian Altman. As a CEO for 2 decades, Ian started, sold, and grew his business services and technology companies from zero to over $1 billion in value. He's a co-author of the best-selling book, Same Side Selling, and hosts the weekly Same Side Selling podcast. And you can read hundreds of his articles on Forbes and Inc. Here he is with today's tip.
Hey, it's Ian Altman. So you have a potential client and you have your own sales process that has specific steps in mind that work best for your company. And your potential client wants you to follow their process that commoditizes everybody and compares you against vendors who shouldn't even be in the mix. So what can you do to get them to be open to following your process instead of their process? Well, the trick to this is not about your process or their process. Instead, what if you mapped out a process that seemed really attractive to both parties? And what I mean by that is, what if you mapped out a process that was, here's the process we found generates the greatest success for our clients. It starts with this initial contact, takes us through all of these steps. We get to the point where we deliver what we have, and here are the steps that we continue to make sure that our clients get the best results. And if we follow this process from initial contact through verifying results, that's what generates the best results for the majority of our customers. Well, now what we've just laid out is a journey for the customer that leads to their success, not a roadmap for us to make a sale. And if you're the customer, isn't that appealing to you also? And that's the ultimate way to get on the same side with your customer. So instead of thinking about your process or their process, instead map out the detailed steps between initial contact and verifiable results that you'll follow together to help them achieve those results. And then it's easy to get people to follow along that path because it's in our mutual interest. If you have any questions, drop me a note to ian@ianaltman.com.
For links to all things Ian Altman, Same Side Selling, and for the video version of this tip, just click over to dailysales.tips/395. Then be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip. Thanks for listening.